On the Westwood One Radio Network. The question for Saquon Barkley and Josh Jacobs now becomes when or if they report to training camp. Neither star running back signed a long-term deal before the deadline passed for players placed under the franchise tag. None of the three running backs who had the tag placed on them, Barkley, Josh Jacobs, or Tony Pollard, got long-term contracts, but Pollard is the only one who has signed the franchise tender at this point. It's official. Hard Knocks is headed to Florham Park, New Jersey. HBO and NFL Films announcing the Jets will be the subject of the annual training camp series. The 5-episode show debuts on Tuesday, August 8th at 10 p.m. Eastern. Dak Prescott tied for the league lead last year in interceptions with a career-high 15, and that was in just 12 games. Speaking at his youth football camp, Dak says, quote, "I won't have 10 interceptions this year." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
You don't plan for a computer virus. You don't plan to lose files. You don't plan to knock your laptop off the counter. And you don't plan for your PC to crash or your screen to freeze. But Staples has a plan. A plan for unlimited virus protection. A plan for help when you need it 24/7. Staples Total Support Plans are your tech plans for the unplanned, starting as low as $199.99. And although you didn't plan for this, right now at Staples you can also get $250 off select computers. N729 in-store only. See associate for details.
Shop end-of-season deals during the truckload event at Lowe's. Right now, save on major appliances and get an additional 10% off in-store clearance appliances. Plus, take up to 70% off select vanities, like the Allen & Roth Vanity Combo. Was $1,399, now $409. Get great deals now. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 7/19. Exclusions apply. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
Well, good day, sunshine. It is a Tuesday. Made it through Monday. It's the 18th day of July, 2023. We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. I'm Carroll, and in the newsroom, it's Gene. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Do you realize 4 weeks, August 18th, our first high school football game of the year?
A month away, huh?
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Do you remember two-a-days?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I just want to tell you, today, the fish on the calendar, he's looking pretty emaciated. In other words, I don't think I'd go fishing today.
Oh, okay. Well, I had picked up a 12-pack and was going to sit on a ditch bank waiting for a catfish.
Using that for bait, right? Yes.
Yes. Okay. So what's going on around the world? Bob Dylan is selling his multi-million-dollar 16-bedroom mansion in the Scottish Highlands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, an agent says Dylan has rarely used the 100-plus-year-old mansion. Yeah. I have the same problem with my Scottish mansion. I just don't seem to visit as often as I'd really like.
Is it the Scotch that bothers you?
Yeah, and I think the single malt, the good stuff.
I figured that was it.
Yes. It tastes an awful lot like peat moss.
Yeah. That's that special flavor that you pay about $150 for.
You got it. Okay. And have you ever been in San Diego during Comic-Con?
I have. I didn't plan it.
Okay.
Never did I plan to go to Comic-Con.
Yes.
But I stumbled into it. And I said, wow, I don't think I'll do that again.
Well, Comic-Con gets underway Thursday of this week at the Convention Center. And, if you head to San Diego this weekend, make sure you go downtown.
Yes.
And you don't have to buy a ticket. All you have to do is look around.
Hang around.
Yeah.
I even went to Comic-Con in Seattle, Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't plan on it, but I ran right into it.
It's been a franchise now. And they even have a Comic-Con museum in San Diego. So,
well, isn't that where it really officially started?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays.
Singer Dion is 84. Actor James Brolin, 83. Martha Reeves of Martha and the Vandellas, 82. Guitarist Wally Bryson of the Raspberries, go all the way, 74. Actor Margot Martindale is 72. Actor Audrey Landers, 67. Actor Anne Marie Johnson is 63. Actor Elizabeth McGovern, 62. Vin Diesel, 56. Actor Grant Bowler, 55. Actor Eddie Matos, 51. Actor Elsa Pataki is 47. Actor Kristen Bell, 43. Actor Michael Hulsman is 42. Actor Priyanka Chopra Jonas is 41. Actor Chase Crawford, 38. Local birthdays, got them coming up.
Imperial Valley Business Resource Center is a one-stop shop for business development. We provide a complete roadmap to success for startups, entrepreneurs, and small to medium-sized businesses. Our in-house services include startup assistance, workforce development, manufacturing assistance, site selection, access to capital, accounting, cash flow management, permitting assistance, government contracting, international trade, incentive analysis, and more. Contact IVBRC today at 760-353-8332 or visit ivbrc.org to get started.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Joshua Roman, Ana Garcia, Nathan Brown, Trinity Baldwin, Wendy Pipkin, Kathy Ross, Gloria Torres, Modesto Lopez, Camilo Garcia, Rhodey Boston, Jody Miller, Angeli Rosas and Annalise Rosas, they're twins, Ysenio Rosas, Gabby Becerra, Linda Nunez, Maribel De La Torre, Ashley Dees, Becky Russell, Brian Kellogg, Connie Peraza, Jessica Dindoni, Joe Lucio, John Higgins, Leticia Morel, Randy Sanchez, Ricky Gale, Steve Escalante, and Richard Rosas. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, and we have our dad joke of the day.
Yeah, D-A-D, folks. D-A-D.
Okay. Where do boats go when they get sick?
They dock somewhere.
Well, you got it. Where do boats go when they get sick? To the boat dock. Okay.
All right. Whew,
Yeah.
that one left me. You know, I should apologize to our good buddy there at the NAFL Centro, who's probably going to be at Comic-Con. You know who I'm talking about, Chris Haw.
Okay.
Did you know that? He's really big into that.
Well, you know, and I can think of a number of characters he could portray.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, we'll fix one up and we'll come up with one.
He could probably easily pass as Captain America.
Captain, yeah.
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 Okay. We've got news. Are you ready?
Ready.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. Former President Trump says his legal team's been told he's being investigated for allegedly trying to undo his loss in the 2020 election. CBS's Scott McFarland.
The target letter indicates you're not just a component of an investigation or a subject of an investigation, but the epicenter of it. So often when somebody receives a target letter in a federal investigation, they are eventually charged with a federal crime.
CBS News confirms an American soldier due to face military discipline is in North Korean custody after crossing into the country during a tour of the DMZ. CBS's Haley Ott.
The South Korean authorities reacted very swiftly, found out who the man was, and then quickly brought everybody else on the tour group out of the area.
More than a dozen states are still under a suffocating heat dome. In Phoenix, it'll be day number 19 of temps 100 degrees or higher. Yvonne Hausman has no AC.
I just got physically sick, passing out, just so lightheaded.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. The crowds are getting bigger on the Hollywood picket lines as writers and actors remain on strike. Actor Michael Rappaport among those marching with fellow actors in Los Angeles Monday.
It's not what we want to do. I'm sure it's not what the opposing side wants to have happening, but here we are, and it has to happen now because things are not right and not fair, and we got to do what we got to do to make them fair.
Negotiators for the studios insisting their stance is being misrepresented by the actors, that they proposed $1 billion increase in salaries and AI protections, but that the actors union walked away from negotiations. Forecasters predicting El Nino conditions this winter significantly impacting California.
The signal is mixed. So we've seen very wet winters. We've seen also very dry winters. For El Nino, the signal is strongest across Southern California, where it tends to lean towards wetter than normal.
Meteorologist Courtney Carpenter. Gas prices down a penny overnight to a statewide average of $4.90 a gallon, up 2 cents from last week. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See, we didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
And it's page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Is your car running hot? Are you hot because the AC isn't working? Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers can remedy that. Quick Lane, 3 locations in the valley to serve you.
The Imperial Irrigation District extends a conserve alert due to extreme high temperatures expected to last through the week. The Imperial Irrigation District has extended their conserve alert through Friday. IID is asking customers to remain cool while voluntarily conserving energy between 4 and 9 p.m. when demand is highest. Temperatures are expected to remain between 110 and 120 range through Friday evening. The IID asks customers to do what they can to help the local electric grid, yet still stay cool. To conserve energy, you should set your thermostat to 78 degrees or higher. Avoid the use of major appliances between 4 and 9 p.m. Turn off unnecessary lights, keep blinds and drapes closed, and use ceiling and floor fans whenever possible. Well, the County Board of Supervisors will meet today. George Gale has more on the story.
Public session begins at 10 this morning. Supervisors will discuss an agreement for professional services with Milo Janitorial Incorporated. The agreement is for fiscal years 2023 through 2026 in a total amount of just over $4.9 million. And they will authorize the chairman of the board to sign up to 3 one-year extensions. John Gay, Director of Public Works, will ask the board to take action on the GAFCON Professional Services proposal proposal for the Nyland Community Garden and Green Space Project. There will be a presentation by Cosmont Companies regarding Imperial County Infrastructure Financing District Study. As the Air Pollution Control District, a Board of Supervisors will hear a presentation on AB 617, Imperial North End Community, Brawley, Calipatria, and Westmoreland Corridor. There will also be a public hearing to establish fiscal year unit fee for Nyland County Service Area Number 1. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
Continuing with more local news this morning, the local Humane Society has an event. It's called Empty the Shelters. They say it's underway. The Humane Society says thanks to the amazing team at Bissell Pet Foundation, all regular adoption fees through the Humane Society of Imperial County have been reduced to $25 for the remainder of July. To view the shelter pets available for adoption, go to the website imperialcountyhumane.org. At the website, you can also view the shelter's adoption requirements and benefits. Among the benefits, each Empty the Shelter adoption will receive 30 days of pet insurance thanks to MetLife Pet Insurance. And with other local news, U.S. Attorney Randy Grossman is resigning. George Gale explains.
Randy Gossman says his resignation will take effect at the end of the day on August 4th. He says he plans to return to the private sector. The Southern District of California covers San Diego and Imperial counties. Grossman began serving as acting U.S. Attorney in 2021. In December of that year, he was appointed interim U.S. Attorney. In 2022, the United States District Judges voted to appoint him as U.S. Attorney. No replacement has been announced. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. However, stay with us for page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Get a quality education right here at home at one of our country's best colleges. Imperial Valley College has been rated our nation's #1 community college, and it's now time to register for IVC's fall semester. Get up-to-date course information at www.imperial.edu. Classes begin August 14th, and there are still plenty available. That's www.imperial.edu. Go to the best.
Page 2 of the local news, served by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. Check out the dinner menu featuring 16 different entrees. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
Continuing with more local news this morning, Salton Sea Authority Board of Directors will meet. Here's more on that story.
It will be held Thursday. The meeting begins at 10 a.m. in the County Board of Supervisors chambers. You can attend the meeting in person or via Zoom webinar. The agenda for the meeting is available at the saltonsea.com/meetings. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
In case you didn't know, this is Probation Service Week. The week will spotlight the probation officers and staff who do build a safer community in Imperial County. The County Board of Supervisors declared the special week at their board meeting, and that was last week. Chief Probation Officer Dan Prince said he will be pleased to announce the upcoming Probation Services Week. He said the week aims to honor the invaluable contributions of probation professionals who work diligently to maintain community safer and provide support for justice-involved individuals undergoing rehabilitation. The focus next week will be on recruitment and the profound impact that individuals can make by working in probation. Well, the city of Calipatria has a cleanup scheduled and coming up. Here's more on that story.
It is scheduled for Saturday, July 29th. It'll run from 8 a.m. until 12 noon at 525 South Sorensen Avenue in Calipatria. Residents will be able to drop off furniture, yard waste, large appliances, and e-waste. They will also accept automobile tires, but no more than 9 tires without a transportation waiver from the Environmental Health. They will accept passenger and light truck tires and rims. The event is for Calipatria residents only. You must show proof of residency, either a driver's license or a water bill. They will not accept waste from businesses, and no commercial dumping is allowed. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Desert Museum is looking for volunteers. For Volunteer Day is coming up July 30th. Ivy Desert Museum is inviting anyone interested to volunteer. They would work in the museum, handling artifacts, assist with the organization of photos and documents. Volunteers would work with the museum staff and learn a lot about local history. The museum is looking for a group the size of 25 or so. They would be scheduled for Sunday, July 30th from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. Contact the museum for more information. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. The menu is full of outstanding entrees. Yes, there's something for everyone at Kxo Sushi, including for the kids. Kxo Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls. They're named after our 50 states. And there's fresh sushi and sashimi, plus beer, wine, and sake. And oh, I forgot to mention, they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice, and noodles. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Kxo Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440 for your takeout.
Here's Carol Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, the well-documented record heat wave will continue across the region through this week and likely beyond, as an excessive heat warning remains in effect through Friday evening. Persistent high pressure will continue to allow high and low temperatures to be within a couple of degrees of daily record temperatures through this week. 114 our high yesterday, 88 the overnight low. Sunny and hot today with a high near 116. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 89. West winds 20 to 25 miles an hour, gusting up to 35 miles an hour. Those winds diminishing a bit after midnight. Wednesday, sunny and hot with a high again near 116. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming south. 94 degrees, 30% relative humidity, wind out of the west 3 to 5 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, and the weather served by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. And don't forget 50 different varieties of sushi rolls. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial.
Dippy Duck wants to remind everyone to stay active, play safe, and be cool this summer. Even if you don't have access to a swimming pool, there are plenty of other ways to cool off without going near canals. To play it safe, please remember Dippy Duck's rules. Never swim in a canal, never play near canals, and never jump into a canal. If you see someone fall in, get help or call 911. If something drops in accidentally, let it go. Things can always be replaced, but your life can't. Just stay away, and you'll stay alive.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Taking a look at Major League Baseball action, the Angels outlasted the Yankees. Shohei Ohtani, again, led the way with his bat. Yeah. And the Angels with a 4-3 win. Elsewhere, the Dodgers topped the Orioles 6-4. Guardians shut out the Pirates 11-0. The Giants and the Reds knotted at two runs each. That game suspended because of rain. It'll be made up. Actually, it'll be resumed. Cardinals over the Marlins 6-4. Rangers edged the Rays 3-2. Nationals topped the Cubs 7-5. Tigers tipped the Royals 3-2. Red Sox blanked the Athletics 7-0. And the Mariners nipped the Twins 7-6.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And Brooks Koepka searching for his first Open Championship win and sixth major. He's talking about the PGA Tour's framework agreement with the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia. Anyway, Koepka says, there's no split among the LIV and PGA Tour players. No, none whatsoever. And Ronaldo, talking to the media after playing the first half of Al Nassr's 5-0 preseason loss to La Liga side Celta Vigo in his native Portugal. According to Ronaldo, the Saudi League is better than the MLS. And anyway, Ronaldo says he's going to make the Saudi League the best league going. And Daniel Weinman won the World Series of Poker Main Event World Championship yesterday, earning $12.1 million along the way. He's lucky. I couldn't get away and make that tournament, or I would have won. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information.
Stop by your local grocery outlet to participate in our annual Independence from Hunger Drive. This is a great way to support your local food organizations. So take part in our Give 5, Get 5 program. Donate $5 and get a $5 coupon for a future visit. Donations made in-store stay in your local community. Join us in our fight against hunger by visiting your local grocery outlet today. Going on now through the end of July. Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Don't forget, Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. And spending at U.S. retailers rose in June for the third month in a row in a subdued show of resilience from American consumers. Retail spending, which is adjusted for seasonality but not inflation, rose 0.2% in June, the Commerce Department reported today. That was a slower pace than last month's revised 0.5% increase and below economist expectations of 0.5% again. Furniture sales jumped 1.4% in June from the prior month, while spending at department stores fell by 2.4% during the same period. Meanwhile, Peacock, the NBC Universal-owned streaming service, is getting its first ever price hike beginning now, immediately. New users will have to pay $5.99 monthly for a premium subscription. That's up from $4.99, and $11.99 per month for its Premium Plus tier, which is mostly ad-free. That's up from $9.99. An annual subscription now costs $59.99 and $119.99. Peacock alerted subscribers in an email Tuesday. Current subscribers will get one additional month at the old price before being charged more on their next billing plan. Meanwhile, Tesla directors will return $735 million to the company to settle claims they grossly overpaid themselves in one of the largest shareholder settlements of its kind. The settlement resolves a 2020 lawsuit by a retirement fund which holds Tesla stock and challenged stock options that were granted to Tesla directors. The settlement does not impact the $56 billion compensation package of Elon Musk. So what's happening on the big board? Kind of mixed results right now. The Dow up 318 points at 34,903. The S&P 500 up 13 at 4,535. But the tech-heavy NASDAQ off 24 points at 14,222. Gold up 28.60 an ounce. Oil up $1.14 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 116. The excessive heat warning continues. Look for south wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming west-northwest this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 89. West winds 20 to 25 miles an hour, gusting as high as 35 miles an hour. Those winds become west 10 to 15 miles an hour after midnight. And tomorrow, sunny and hot with a high near 116, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming south. 95 degrees downtown, 29% relative humidity. Right now, the wind out of the west, 3 to 5 miles per hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro. Check out the KXO website, kxoradio.com. Follow us on Facebook. And don't forget our YouTube channel. Our morning news, 7:30 till 8, available on our YouTube channel.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
News on the hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. Former President Trump reveals on social media he's received a target letter from the Justice Department. CBS's Scott McFarlane reports it's about the investigation into efforts to overturn the 2020 election.
The target letter is an indication that charges are not just possible, but imminent. Former president put the news out himself, in the process trying to characterize it, accusing the target letter and the special counsel of being a Biden administration overreach, a political targeting of Donald Trump. He also criticized the fact that he got the target letter, he says, on a Sunday while he was at a political event.
Trump got a similar letter ahead of being charged in the classified documents case. There's a court hearing on that case today in Florida. A U.S. official confirms that an American who crossed the border into North Korea today is a U.S. soldier, someone who was being sent back to the U.S. for disciplinary reasons, but slipped away and hooked up with a border tour. CBS's Haley Ott spoke to someone who was part of that tour group.
You can go to this area as a tourist. And this person said that they had just finished seeing one of the buildings in the DMZ when a gentleman nearby laughed really loudly and then ran off onto the North Korean side of the DMZ, of the border.
The UN command believes he's now in North Korean custody. Records keep on falling in Phoenix in the triple-digit heat wave that's been making life tough for almost 3 weeks. There's searing heat in California, too, and Jeff Smith of Pacific Gas and Electric says it's a strain for utilities.
You've got really hot temperatures that don't cool down at night. That can be really taxing on the electrical equipment.
The government's approved a new long-acting drug to protect babies and toddlers against the respiratory virus known as RSV.
CBS News medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder says it's already being used in Canada and Europe.
It's being given for prevention, and in clinical trials reduced the risk of hospitalization among these very young infants by over 80%.
Now to Israel, where Prime Minister Netanyahu vows to crack down on some who've joined the effort to protest his plans to overhaul the country's judiciary.
Among the demonstrators are thousands of pilots, cyber warfare experts, and elite combat soldiers who say they will no longer do reserve duty if the changes go through. Some in Israel say the protests have already affected Israel's combat readiness. Linda Gradstein for CBS News, Jerusalem.
A former Northwestern football player has filed the first lawsuit in the hazing scandal that's rocked the school. Checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 333 points. The S&P is up 13. This is CBS News.
Need to hire quality candidates fast? You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution. Attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Ew, gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried new Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
A big money prize gets even bigger.
Tonight we have another life-changing jackpot for you.
No life's been changed just yet because no one shows the winning numbers for last night's $900 million Powerball prize. That pushes the pot up to an estimated $1 billion for tomorrow. It would make it the 3rd highest in U.S. history. The one-time lump sum before taxes, more than $516 million. 3 people did win $2 million in last night's drawing. The tickets sold in Arkansas, Georgia, and Texas. 5 people won, and even Mill. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
College football power Boise State, the school with the blue field, has an offer for fans. Buy a $125 seat to the home opener against Central Florida, and if the team wins, you get a free ticket to the second game. If that game is a win, the ticket holder gets a free seat to the third game. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
I turn it on in the morning and I leave it on all day.
AM 1230.
My music station.
KXO.
1230.